Welcome back to our show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Twanda.
And this is Rumel.
Hey, Rumel.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Okay, she is hitting the microphone
already,
looking all excited. I mean, like, you act like we have something we're celebrating.
Oh my gosh, season 3. Yes.
Right, I have been trying to do the math. I'm like, is this really 3 or is this actually 2?
It's like 2 complete years, and we're embarking on our 3rd.
Thus, the season 3 thing.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I looked back at our number of downloads just to kind of get a sense of where we are, but I can't remember the number so much, but we're over 17,000.
And just growing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. Look at what we did.
I know.
We had help. Thanks, y'all. Yeah.
Exactly, right? Yeah. We did it all ourselves. 17,000 downloads and counting all by ourselves. Yeah, no. And what I think is great is that it took us a little while, but we're really starting to pick things up. And that is because we have great listeners like you guys. So
there's that. And then there's Tina.
And then there's Tina.
So can we tell y'all about Tina and
Turner?
Yeah, well, it's not really Tina Turner. It's our Tina episode.
Yes.
It's something special about the Tina episode that might be responsible for our 17,000 downloads. I mean,
we have no idea. It is off into the nethers, and we have no idea where it's being picked up. But thank you for listening to Tina, and I hope you're coming back for the other episodes.
Well, what's happening is our Tina Turner episode where we talk about the documentary. That episode is our most popular episode ever.
Including our trailer.
That the part doesn't even make any sense. It beat out the trailer. And everybody at least, listens to the trailer. It doesn't make any sense, y'all. I have some theories. Really one theory. My theory. I have one theory. And the theory is that somebody has Tina running over and over and over again.
I don't think that counts.
No, because you have to download it once, right? And that's,
yeah.
And she's gotten all these downloads or listen. Anyway, we haven't figured it out, but I'm thinking that it's playing over and over on somebody's device and they just left it on because we've researched, why our episode might be popular. And I was really hoping that our podcast got listed on here are the podcasts you should listen to about Tina Turner, right? Okay. But our podcast never came up. So I was like, okay. I haven't figured it out. And it's done the point to now it's spawning a few new phrases. I might say, girl, you need to Tina that situation, which simply means like you need to bum rush, take over, take charge, do that thing. Or on the other side, it could be like, don't let them Tina you like that, right? That's the other side of the same type of thing. And then when you always got that person in your circle and you can say, somebody's being a Tina. Yeah. So that's what we know. That's what it means now to us because that's the Tina episode.
Yeah. Well, my favorite thing that you say is Tina's gonna Tina. She just gonna. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah. That one's good. All right.
So,
season 3.
Yeah, I think that's great. Can we talk about Facebook for a quick second?
Oh, yeah. Okay. One of the cool things that happened during season 2 is that we got, Amazon opened up podcasts. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was like, ooh, now you can even listen to it on my Alexa device.
I do it. I do it just to hear our voice just going through the house,
Right. And so that was exciting. But Rumel, roll out the new information.
Okay, so I'm sitting there minding my own business.
She never minds her own business.
No, but that's okay. That's not what we're here for.
That's
not what we're here for. So anyway, as the story goes, I was sitting there minding my own business, and Facebook sends me an email saying, "Hey, guess what? We're starting to roll out podcasts on Facebook. So now Facebook is distributing certain podcasts, and we are part of that rollout.
Nice.
Yes. So, okay. So the thing about it is that if any of you have caught any of my posts on Facebook, Facebook has algorithms, and I'm always fighting the algorithm, right? You might not get a reminder that we have a new podcast coming out. Well, guess what? Facebook is going to start telling everybody who is a follower of our page that, hey, the new episode is out, and you can click it straight from Facebook and play it.
Nice.
I'm like
really
thrilled.
excited about that.
I'm
thrilled.
like,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. You'll still see
listen
posts
to us
from
on
me,
Facebook.
But yeah.
That's
I think
awesome.
it's so cool. I did that the other day. I just did it for general purposes because I was just like, wait a minute, let me see if it works. Guess what? It works.
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
And another thing I'm excited about, that's beyond Facebook, is that we are going to be able to talk about Insecure again.
Oh, that's right. That is so right. It's funny. I didn't write that in my notes as things to be excited for in season 3, and I should have, but it's because I'm just going to say it. Issa, girl, you taking forever. I mean, Insecure is taking forever to come out. That's one of our favorite shows to talk about because it's about girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We relate to girlfriends.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's exciting. Ramel, when does that come out again now?
I think that's October 20th. No, it's like October
Lord.
23rd or 24th. I know.
I
it's like
still it's a long way away.
Wait. Yeah.
We can't even have an episode about it till November.
Let's not talk about that part.
Okay. Well, anyway, but we're excited that is coming down the pipe. So, yay, we'll talk about that one for its last season and see how they lift up girlfriendship in the Insecure show.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Issa's ever heard one of these episodes either. So maybe I'll push that. Like, come on,
Issa.
Listen. Just give us a comment on Twitter. That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I would lose my mind.
Pontificating. Yeah. We're just. Yeah. We wouldn't be able to do anything else with Ramel because she'd be like, Issa Rae shot us out on Twitter, and you can't tell me nothing.
Yes, that's exactly how it would go. Thank you.
Yep. I know how that works. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, something else that's going on right now in this time of the year, because it's the fall time. This is time for college homecomings.
Yes.
Yeah. And I am always excited about my homecoming because I've learned to, I go back just about every year. David and I will go back and see our friends and make new friends and just kind of relive campus life. Just, going back. But then that's me going to UNC Chapel Hill for our homecoming. Then you have like a whole nother category of homecomings. It's like, I can say I have a good time at my homecoming, but then they have those homecomings that happen over there that they have nicknames and they're known all over and it's nothing like whatever I have. So let's spend some time talking about your homecoming.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited because it's HBCU season. It is the time when...
Why is it HBCU season? Just because it's fall? It's okay.
It's the time where the picnics, the tailgating, the gathering, the seasoning, they all come out.
The seasoning.
You said
the seasoning?
It is true. I'm guaranteeing there's not as much seasoning.
Okay, stop. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just playing.
So I will say that last year, David and I wanted to visit the HBCU homecomings and as many as we could just to have the experience because all these folks who graduated from historically Black colleges and universities, HBCU, all of these folks who went to the historically Black colleges and universities have this homecoming experience. That's an experience. Like I go, and it sounds pretty amazing. I'll just say this because we wanted to go last year and then COVID happened and we didn't even think about going last year. And as much as we'd like to go this year, I believe things are still being affected by COVID. And I personally am going back and forth on what things I want to do and not want to do. And I really want to go to an event that looks like what it looked like historically.
Right.
So I really want to wait before we do our HBCU homecoming tour.
Right.
That's what
that's what I can't wait to get you and David down to FAMU, because that's going to be so much fun.
I'm going to have gear. Nobody will be able to tell that I didn't go to FAMU.
That's right.
When this happens, I'm going to have my nails done and orange and green. I'm going to have the right outfit, whatever. I'm going to have earrings.
It's all, when I tell you, it's just about love. That's the thing. It's like you just feel love out there. And that's what makes it so addictive, is like you just feel you don't have to know anybody. You can walk up. I mean, like, seriously, you can just walk through the crowd and people are just so gracious and having fun. And, it's just a time to see your friends from college. I still tailgate with the same people who I was roommates with throughout the whole time that I was in school. Shout out to Tanetta and Stephanie, because I'm usually sitting right there with their families. I mean, their families were my family when I was at school. And because my parents were in North Carolina, so when we had short breaks, that's where I would go. I would go with them. I was, I became their sister, their parents' child. They took care of me like I was their own kid. And then we get to go to homecoming, where I'm with those same people all over again. And it's just so much love and seasoning. That's all.
And seasoning. Okay, there we go again. I will say that in your description of homecoming, that so far, except for maybe the seasoning, that it reminds me a lot of UNC has carved out this, they call it the Bar Alumni. So that's a Black alumni reunion. Oh, okay. And so the Black students who graduated from UNC will have a set of activities that are all our own, so that there's different parties and different awards, gala type of things. Right. And of course, it's honing in on, what's going on in the African American community there at UNC. And even though our version of tailgating will have a section of campus where the bar has its tailgating part, and we can see all of our friends and people in our sororities and fraternities, people that we might have been in organizations with when we were on campus. We're also surrounded by other tailgating events by other organizations that might have met on campus. But there were Black organizations on campus, and there was other organizations. So having the one specifically for our Black students helped us find each other in a sea of people, and allow us to, more easily kind of see ourselves. And I think we can't duplicate what you guys do, and not even in assembly. That's why I want to go to other homecomings. I read about other people and how they feel about their homecomings, because I know I talk to you all the time, but I read about what they feel, and they say, it's the place where we're the majority, and we African Americans are the majority. And what I read into that was that now you're not the minority culture in this scenario. So the music that is played for everybody's entertainment is actually music that you like. And it's that resonates with you. And I don't know if other people think about this, but when I'm at Carolina and they play music for the masses, they ain't playing my kind of music most of the time. And it's it's okay. I get it. I get it. I'm a minority here. This is, I got to make my own culture. But that's a big deal. And I don't know what it feels like. And I get glimpses when I go visit. But I don't know what it feels like to be in a space in the world where your culture is majority culture. It's whoa, what is that?
Well, you just get to be yourself. You just get to be yourself, and you're outside of your house
And you still get to
And
be,
you
you don't have to put on the stuff that we put on to be.
No.
Somebody said it's like a big family reunion when at the homecoming. And I want that feeling. So I can't wait to go. And I did a little research on what's happening this year. Again, I'm kind of squeamish of being around a lot of people. Even if we're outside, if I'm around a lot of people close together outside, I'm wearing a mask and it doesn't feel the same. And I'm like, okay, I'm holding my breath, even in the mask. It's like, it's just weird. So I'm not going to go to homecoming events this year. Not the big homecoming stuff. So you have to tell me all about it. Now, are you planning to go this year? I
am, but I am so I don't want to say I'm nervous just because I'm not nervous, but it's going to be a lot of people. Now, of course, I went to Florida A&M, which means that I'm going to Florida, and Florida has a different approach to the whole
Florida
COVID
is special.
thing. Yes.
COVID ain't really going on in Florida, except if you ask the hospitals.
I mean, a lot of these things are going to, I think our school is going to try to adjust for COVID, but the full on celebration is going to be here. I mean,
it's still going to happen.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about other schools, but Florida, I was looking at it last night. Our homecoming is called an epic return. An epic return. And when I tell you they're having concerts, Little Baby and Moneybagg Yo. Can I tell you, I really don't know.
You don't know who these people are.
I don't know who these people are.
I know you don't know who these people are.
I've heard of Lil Baby, and I thought, I won't tell you what I thought. So anyway, I have kids. So, so they're happy with that lineup. Let's just say that. And there are events from the Saturday before straight through the Sunday.
Okay. All right. Y'all having week-long celebrations.
But that's the way it usually is.
Okay.
That's the way it usually is. See, homecoming is not a day.
I see. Okay.
It's a wave. It's a wave. It starts off slow and it picks up speed. And Friday and Saturday, that's where it crests. And then boom. And then Sunday, everybody leaves and it's back to normal. But yeah.
Okay. All right. That sounds interesting. Like, but what are you doing? Like, I know you're still thinking about how it's going to feel, but you already got plans. You done bought tickets. You going places. Where are you going?
Yeah, I have a place. I have an Airbnb. So this is what I was looking for, stuff for us to do. And my husband informed me we are going to the parade and we are going to the game and then we're coming home.
So that's going to the parade and going to the game. What about the tailgating that you do every year? Is that still?
See, that's what I'm still trying to find out how we're going to do that, because not everybody we have people who have compromised immune systems. And so I'm not sure that they're going to want to do that this year.
That's
so
true.
And I would understand that. There's
right, but will you still go to tailgating?
I'm going to go somewhere, and it probably, I don't know.
The answer was yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, because seriously,
it's the epic return. You gotta show up,
and it's gonna be outside. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be outside. Don't look at me like that.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to judge. I'm saying have fun. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Oh, gosh.
I know what you're gonna do, and I get it.
Yeah,
she gonna show up. She gonna show out. She gonna be at all the things.
I can't be at all of them. I can't be at all of them because my husband won't let me.
Okay, that is true. He won't let you be great.
No, I'm gonna. I mean, but plus we're not getting there till Friday, so I can't do that because Jim's got to work. So. I'm only going to get there Friday morning, hopefully in time for convocation. And I love convocation. I don't know if other people do, but I love convocation.
I've never said that one day in my life. Mm-mm.
The band comes and we have speeches and things, but the band comes, they play, and
I like anything with the black marching band.
Yeah.
That actually makes my soul happy.
Yeah, especially the marching 100.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I just don't have a lot of experience with it yet. Not yet. I'm getting there. I do have experience with Winston-Salem State University's homecoming because my family's, like my grandmother's house is right downtown-ish, right in walking distance of where the annual homecoming parade happens. So nice. The family has homecoming activities around Winston-Salem State's homecoming.
Sure.
And we might show up for breakfast at the house, and then all the family goes out and spreads out along the parade route and watches the parade, which is amazing. It's highlighting Black businesses, Black churches, other local colleges, Black organizations. Everything is on display and on parade during the parade. And that's where I see friends that I graduated from high school with and people I grew up in the neighborhood. And it does feel like a big, and it's so festive and it makes me so proud. It feels good. And everybody's music is my music, right? Like everything's, and that feels, it was one time where you just feel like this is where I belong. Yeah. I am in my skin and it feels great. So, yeah. I enjoy this. So I get to experience the HBCU homecoming by proxy.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, like, it is like a family reunion. It's just lots and lots of family. And it's like tons of family. And so there are going to be people, like, there are people that I don't even know. Like, you just stop off and you might have a quick conversation, or they might have some music you like and you just start, dancing right there.
I want to go with you. You got some space at your Airbnb for me?
I do have space. But I'll tell you what, Florida is a whole different thing. You would be sipping your air out of a straw.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I can't. Not this year, but really, invite us next. We'll look at next year, see how things are going with this COVID thing after my booster shot and all.
That's right.
And maybe, and that pill that's out that's supposed to be something you can take to help.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens with that, and then maybe next year it could be our year. It could be our year.
Hoping so. Because, I mean, like last year was supposed to be our year. You and David were supposed to come with us. And
then 2020 happened. And now 2021 is 2020 in the wig. And so 2022 is our year.
Too. She's so ugly.
It's a really bad wig. It's a really bad wig. Speaking of that, because, speaking of 2021 being in the wig and HBU homecoming season, I expect, because I looked up when Winston-Salem State normally has its homecoming, I'm assuming they're going to have their parade. But and just chatting with you before we hit record, you were telling me that some things have been canceled. And so I need to go back and look at my see what's actually happening this year and how much is happening.
It was kind of like, because I had made my reservations before the Delta variant was prevalent and all that kind of stuff. I had made reservations for our Airbnb. And so then the whole Delta variant came out. And then I think everybody had plans to, do homecoming, and then things changed. And then some of the HBCUs decided to either cancel homecoming or just change a few things about it. And so I was on pins and needles because I started hearing like big time colleges like Howard, basically canceled most of their activities.
Had something. They like to refer to their activities like as Yard Fest.
Yes, Yard Fest. And that
so
was
they canceled most of that?
They canceled Yard Fest. They canceled tailgating. Their ceremonies. Now, this is what I read, so don't get mad at me if something's different. But their ceremonies are going to be virtual, but the game will be played.
Okay. Yeah. So people can still go to the game.
Yeah.
I know. I might not be in the loop, y'all, but I saw something on TV recently that said Spell House. And I was like, okay, Spellman and Morehouse together making Spell House.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they might be going by that term. Or is that just what they refer to as homecoming as Spell House because they do it together?
You know what? I'm not sure if it's.
I bet you I got a listener or two who could set me straight on this one. All right, girl, help me out. If I was trying to understand. The Spell House, is that just like when y'all get together for homecoming, or are y'all known like that for now?
Yeah,
I don't know. Just let me know.
Yeah,
hit us up.
They both
talk to us at girlpodcast.com with girl with 3 R's. I'd love to know.
Like, girl, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand that their activities are canceled.
Have you heard about Jiho? Okay, Jiho. Can we explain that first?
Yeah, because that
could sound funny.
So my daughter graduated for North Carolina A&T, and what I found out while she was there is that they called their homecoming Jiho, the greatest homecoming on earth, Jiho.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all I will say. No.
Okay, so she can't say more because she is a rattler at FAMU, and she can't imagine anybody having a greater homecoming than hers. So I am very neutral on the matter. I hadn't been to either one of their homecomings, and so I know that that Auntie must have grabbed that name first, and everybody knows #Jiho belongs to North Carolina A&T.
Absolutely.
Now, right. So that's just the name. We know what we're talking about. And I hear they have some quite epic homecomings where, lots of people, lots of music, lots of good food. I guess
they have a parade
thrown
too.
in there. And parades,
yeah.
Step shows. I've seen videos of people. So it looks like it's amazing. Now, my brain never allows me to look at stuff like this and not think about what is the traffic situation there and where would I park to be in such a place?
Okay.
And how would I get out? I'm just saying I'm older. I think about these things. I'm like, what time do I have to go to bed and get up to do this? Like, those are things I think about because I'm just, that's where I am in life.
Well, you do have to, walk. You're going to walk. And because where you have to park is not near campus usually. Although like the last homecoming I went to at FAM, I did park on campus, but it was on the other side of campus. So, we still had to walk. But I went to homecoming Naila's first year there, and it was good.
It's funny. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what she mean it was good? It's only because she's from FAMU and she literally cannot give it but so many props because the way she was set up and her body she can't do it. So, but everybody I know, I have friends who book club people who explain to us how amazing and exciting homecoming is at A&T. And so what Ramel can't say is that it lives up to its Jiho name. I can say it because I talk to enough people and I am really neutral on this. I do not have.
It's all love. It's all love. And my sister and my brother-in-law went there. I mean, I've got family all up and down who've gone
girl,
there.
just stop. We know you can't do that.
Love,
you can't give it any more. Whatever.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. It's all love. It's all HBCU love. Okay. But I thought it was interesting though because North Carolina A&T and Fayetteville State University, which is another HBCU, I don't have any experience with. Why?
Well, Fayetteville State University seems to be calling their homecoming NoHo. I'm sorry, Fayetteville folks. I'm sorry. I just giggle because both Jiho and NoHo have a ho in it. And if you don't know what we're talking about, it could really sound weird. That's all.
Wait a minute. They really do call it NoHo?
#1 homecoming on earth. Look it up. #NoHo. It exists.
Okay, good.
I brought it up because I had never. Are you okay, Ramel? I'm sorry, I'm looking at you and you're laughing.
Child. I'm sorry. I'm a child. My brain.
All right. Anyway, so I'm sorry. You talked about Fayetteville. Was there something you were going to say about them?
Yes. Is that well, at least A&T did cancel some of their events and the parade, but they are still having some events where they can kind of limit the number of people who are coming. But they also have a COVID protocol. So, like, you can't come to the game unless you either have proof that you've been vaccinated or that you had a negative test in the past 72 hours.
I like that. I'm okay with that. Like that would make me feel better about attending stuff.
Yeah.
Is when you can do that, because I still want to live my life and I don't want to cower to COVID, but I also don't want to get sick. I don't want a breakthrough case, and I want to take the precautions. So my idea of a responsible way to handle myself, and this is me deciding what to do with my life, is if I could go to events where people are vaccinated or they've taken a COVID test in the past 72 hours, I feel like that's the best I can do to still live a life where I can have fun. So I would feel better about stuff like that.
I would too. I was actually really happy to see that they were doing that. They were making that step, because I know it can't be easy to coordinate. There are lots of people at homecoming. So I'm like, wow, I think it's a great idea.
I think that's a good way to, the best of both your worlds. You don't force people to do anything they don't want to do, but they at least have to show up COVID-free, at least in the last 72 hours.
Yeah. You don't have to get a vaccine if you don't want to, but you do have to come with a negative test, which I think is fair and reasonable.
Right. Well, I will say that of people canceling things, UNC Chapel Hill did our Black Alumni Reunion part was canceled for the most part. Now, there's some activities that are going on, but it's not no parties. There were multiple different types of parties and step shows. Those events are completely off, and they said it was the COVID protocol, and I believe them, I guess. But the Black alumni and Black student relationship with the university is at best described as complicated this year.
Right.
Especially if you've been following the Nicole Hannah-Jones situation, where she was originally denied tenure. She's a journalist. She was denied tenure, and there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things revealed about a racist. So it felt like, I was like, I'm not sure I even wanted to come to Carolina's homecoming. So I'm glad that it got canceled, so I don't have to worry about making that decision
this year.
Just because it felt funny, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, where I want my relationship to be. So we all have another year to kind of decide how we want to address homecoming. But I still say all that to say, because of COVID and maybe them not wanting to do this vaccination thing, or having to require a vaccine or proof of a negative positive test, all of our parties were just canceled.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, because unless you have a really good way to implement it, it could be very overwhelming.
That's true. I can see that too.
Yeah. So, there are different colleges. I mean, there are a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of HBCUs, because we're definitely in the minority, but I saw also that like Tuskegee University, they are virtual. So there's a really wide array.
A lot of us are doing that. Yeah. So there are not that many that are going on this year. Okay. Next year's got to be awesome. I want to do a tour. We should pick like 3 places to go and go big.
Yeah.
I know, Florida will be big just because. Maybe we'll get some of our friends to give us the A&T experience. And maybe we'll choose one more and be like, these are the big 3 that we're going to. That'll be fun.
I would do it. We're kind of lucky here, though, in North Carolina, because we have like a slew of Black colleges
homecomings
here.
right here. That's true. That is true. Right here in Raleigh, we've got A&T and I'm sorry, we do not have A&T. Remember, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Because
so we've got Shaw and St. Aug.
Yeah.
And then we've got in Durham,
Central,
North Carolina Central, which I don't know what their activities are. I know, yeah. So that's so curious because I know when everybody's supposed to have their homecomings, but now I don't know what's canceled anymore. So I guess, hey, y'all, we need to check what's going on. I know. You show up for the parade and it don't happen.
I know. It looks like they're having something. I was trying to pull something up really quickly. But
yeah, you're gonna have to check it out. Tell us what's happening, who's going where. I'm gonna be watching everybody's recordings that they put on Facebook Live and Instagram and whatever, and just kind of see what other people's experience. And I'll be back on the homecoming circuit next year.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I think because I don't think A&T and Central have theirs on the same day. So those are weekends we can take up with that. I'm just looking forward to it. That'll be fun.
I will say, though, that I think this year, Central's homecoming and A&T's homecoming is on the same day.
Is it?
That's what I saw. Nobody here to correct me, so.
Oh, you know what? Well,
October 30th.
Yeah, but A&T's game, I think, is on the 30th. But I think Central's game is on like November 6th or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I think what they said, it's like a week.
It's the week thing. Okay, fine. Fine, you week-long partiers. I get it. Okay.
They have a countdown on their website. They call theirs the Ultimate Homecoming Countdowns. They got days.
Ultimate Homecoming.
Yes. I like it, All
right. So, we should, just in our area, we have a lot of big homecomings that we could experience. So.
And my mother and my father are graduates of North Carolina Central University.
Yeah, my husband went.
Yeah.
For law school.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My dad and your husband were there almost at the same time, weren't they?
Right. They didn't graduate in the same year, but I believe they were both in school at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
all the ties.
Yeah. Well, I think that's fun. I can't wait to do that for real. Yeah.
Well, it's for me. I'm thinking next year is our year. I know I said that last year and the year before. Whatever.
So, but COVID. That's
that threw everybody off. So we're gonna have an awesome homecoming tour.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. And I just want to wrap things up by saying this. I can't wait for this season, girl.
Oh yeah, I think we got some fun stuff coming up for people. I know.
I know we do.
I know we do.
I'm not going to spoil it.
I'm not spoiling it. Just stick around, and I think we'll have some fun stuff for you to listen to.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Hey, well, I'm looking forward to homecoming season this year, and so I'm going to be coming back and telling you about homecoming.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to have to limit the amount of time she could spend talking to us about homecoming.
I will limit it to like a minute or so,
Impossible,
but
okay.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right. Well, we just want to thank each and every listener for coming and listening to us and joining us for our 3rd year journey. Wow. And I cannot thank you enough. So make sure you keep hitting play, subscribe, and
tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Write a review. Write us a review.
Oh, that'd be nice. All right, y'all. Well, until next time, peace and blessings. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to this podcast. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Girl Podcast.
That's girl with 3 R's. And if you want to participate in our segment, Ask Your Girlfriends, email us at girlpodcast@gmail.com.
That's girl with 3 R's. So until next time, peace and blessings.